Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to create a new Word document, how to save it into your folder, how to retrieve it from your folder later on, make some changes to it, and then how to print it. So let's start off. So we're going to create a new Word document. The first thing you need to do is left click on the Word icon. On my screen it's at the bottom of the page. You may have it up here maybe on the desktop. So just going to increase that to full size. This page comes up here and we're going to click on blank document. Left click on blank document. Okay, so now I have a completely blank document and now you can type in your document. Let's say it's a letter, for instance. So to save time on the video, I have created a letter and I've copied it onto the mouse and I'm going to just simply paste it onto the page. So left click on page. In your case, you would have to type in your script, whatever you're sending. I'm just going to go to the second page there. Okay, so this is the letter. It's a fictional letter. I'm sending it off to a company I've done some business with and I'm not happy with their product, so I want to send them a letter to make a complaint. Okay, so now that when you have your letter finished, you check it over for any errors and make some changes to it. And once you're happy with it, then you can save it into your folder. You will notice up here at the top that we have a name on it already. It's called document1-word. Okay, but we need to save it with a name that we can sort of locate earlier on. It's okay initially when you maybe got very few documents in your folder, but as time goes on and starts to build up, you need to put a name in that you can find easily. So let's see how we do that. So the first thing to do is just left click on File up here on the top left hand side of the screen, and this gives us this menu here, this blue menu. So we click on Save As, then we click on Browse, and then this opens up what we call the File Explorer. This is where all your files and folders and documents are saved. Okay, now you'll see there's quite a lot on mine because I use this for my classes, so I've got quite a lot of documents and folders. So the next thing we do is left click on Documents, and here I've created a folder called John's folder. You will have one under your own name. If you're in class, you'll be given one. The tutor will show you how to create it. Okay, so we just left click on that and then just press enter on your keyboard. Okay, next part is very important. Down here you'll see it called file name. Okay, and this is where we put a name in for our letter. So I'm going to call it Unisport letter. You could put in the date if you want. It's June 2020, and then you just simply click on save here, and this is now saving that letter into your folder so that you can retrieve it later on. After you save it, it always brings you back to the document that you've created. Okay, you'll notice now up here on the top it's changed the name of the letter to Unisport letter June 2020 is what I used in when I was saving it into my folder. So I just want to click this off here if you don't mind. Okay, and now you're finished. You can simply just click X up here on the top right hand side of the screen to close down the document, and that's it. You're back to where we started. Okay, so let's say now we want to make some changes to that letter and we want to find it. So again, you click on the File Explorer, which in my case is down the bottom of the screen. Just left click on that. And again, if you think about this File Explorer as a filing cabinet with loads of different folders, and then in each folder there's different documents and letters. Okay, so we click into Documents, and here's my folder here, so I just left click on that, and then I just press enter on my keyboard to open it up, and there you see is my Unisport letter, June 2020. It also gives you the date that you've created it. So it's 21st of 7, 2020, and it's 11:13 okay in the morning. Okay, so I want to open that letter, so I left click on it and then I press enter on my keyboard. And the document opens up, and again you see the name up here on the top. The document is here as we originally created it. Okay, now let's say the scenario is I want to keep the original, but I want to make changes to it and file that as a separate as a separate document. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is to save this again. So I'm going to go File and Save As. And I click on Browse. Same as before. Here, with the name on it, Unisport letter, June 2020. But I want to maybe create a different document, different name for it. So I'm going to just call this Amend It. NDD. Okay, so now you can see we've already got the original here. It's safe in your folder. And now I'm going to save this one as the Unisport letter, June 2020, amended. Okay, so I've changed the name. So now I click on Save. Okay, and again you'll notice up here in the top the name will change to Unisport letter, June 2020. And amend it now is going into the name. So this is the second letter. The first one's already there, safe in your folder. So let's say I want to make a change, and I want to just put in if I do not hear from you in 7 days, I will contact your head office. Okay, so that's just a change I've made to there. You can put in anything you like. Now, I've already got the original saved, and I've also got this one saved as the amended. I've made some changes, so I don't have to go through the full procedure of save again. Up here on the top of the screen, over towards the left hand side, there's this little box. If you put the mouse on it, it'll tell you what it is, and you simply just left click on that. And that actually saves the change I made there, that putting in the last line down the bottom. So I'm just going to click on that again. And that's saved that layer, and I can simply close it down. Okay, and we can go back now and just check to see our both letters. And there you see both letters now are in the folder. Okay, so I can close that down just by click on that. Okay, so the last piece of the exercise is to show you how to actually print one of those letters. So again, we find it by clicking on the File Explorer icon at the bottom of the screen. We go into Documents. I go into my folders, left click, and just press Enter on my keyboard. I'm going to print this one here, let's say, so I click on that. Again, just press Enter to open it. It's taking its time again because it knows I'm recording. And when the document opens, we'll go through the print process. So up here at the top, I click on File again. I get this blue menu. I click on Print. Left click again. It's all left click unless I say right click. And you will get this screen here. Now it's coming up as 2 pages, but I don't really want 2 pages. All I want is 1. So I'm just going to delete. If you get this, what you simply do, you click at the very bottom underneath the last piece of text, and you just press delete. And you'll see now it's gone to 1 page. So I'm just going to click on File again, Print. Now, when you get this screen here, this is what's called the Print Preview screen. Over here on the right hand side, you'll see a smaller version of the layer. You can check it to see if you're happy enough with the layout on that. Over here you have an option of increasing the number. If you want to print 2 copies of it, or 3 or 4, whatever, you just click on the arrows here up or down to give you the numbers. Down here at the bottom as well, it shows you that it's just printing 1 page. There's only 1 page, 1 of 1. And up here it's telling you what printer you're connected to. Now my printer currently is offline, I'm not connected to it, but it will show you here in this box that the printer is connected or it's offline. If it's offline, you simply connect the printer to it. And then the last thing you do is you just click here on the print and your document will print. And that's it. That's the end of the lesson. I hope you find it useful, and I'll be back again with some more in the future. Thank you very much.